If you're a motivated high school student who is considering a career in medicine, you have a number of different choices to think about. One of the most important is whether you should apply to a combined BSMD program. These programs can be a great choice for some students, but require careful consideration as they're definitely not for everyone. Hi, my name is Yesh, and welcome back to College Vine. Today we're going to talk about BSMD programs and teach you the pros as well as cons so you can make the best decision for yourself. BSMD programs allow students to complete a Bachelor of Science or BS degree and then continue directly into medical school for a Doctor of Medicine or MD degree. Students apply for the program in their senior year of high school and are accepted for its entirety, thereby eliminating the separate application process usually necessary to progress from undergrad to med school. In BSMD programs, students benefit from not having to worry about getting into medical school. They also gain access to resources available only to students in their program, and sometimes complete their degrees in a shorter amount of time. For high school students who know for sure that they want to pursue a career in medicine, a combined BSMD program can be a great idea. But these programs aren't without their drawbacks. BSMD students sacrifice choice by committing to two schools at once, and they can sometimes miss out on the experience and life lessons that come from finding their way through undergrad. Settling on a BSMD path should be a choice that's weighed carefully. So here are some advantages to consider. Firstly, there's a significant reduction of stress. While applying to college is a stressful process in general, for BSMD programs, the overall application process is cut in half. Rather than applying to undergrad, pursuing an undergraduate degree, and then repeating the process all over again for med school, you only apply once to a combined BSMD program. There are no separate applications for med school. In addition, most BSMD programs allow you to skip the Medical College Admissions Test, or MCAT. Students who take the MCAT usually spend a significant amount of time preparing for it, so not having to take it will be a major weight lifted off your shoulders down the road. Secondly, you'll be able to take more courses in undergrad. Many pre-med students feel pressure as early as freshman year to compile a transcript that highlights their commitment to the sciences. They may even be hesitant to take many humanities courses as their main focus is showing they're prepared for medical school. While BSMD students still have to take certain pre-med courses and meet minimum GPA requirements, they no longer have to worry about impressing an admissions committee and can therefore choose their other classes with fewer concerns. Ultimately, we would argue that you could become a more well-rounded student and doctor as a result. Thirdly, some schools offer special pre-med resources just for BSMD students. These can include study abroad opportunities, chances to observe practicing physicians, special academic advisors, and streamlined access to research. Even if your school does not have extensive opportunities specific to your program, it may be easier to find some, like research positions, just by the virtue of your status as a BSMD student. These can go a long way towards building up your CV and resume for future careers. And finally, there's the financial incentive. Many BSMD programs offer an accelerated path through undergrad and med school. These allow you to complete your undergrad degree in only 3 years, thereby letting you graduate from med school after just 7 years of schooling rather than 8. This accelerated pace can save you money, because you will pay for fewer years of education and start earning a doctor's salary 1 year earlier. You can also use this saved year to pursue another professional degree, get a head start on building a family, or even travel the world. However, there are a few costs to consider. The most obvious disadvantage of applying to a BSMD program is the acceptance rate. BSMD admissions are among the most competitive in the country. Whereas even the Ivy League schools generally accept at least 5 to 6% of applicants, the average BSMD acceptance rate is only 4%. Applying to a BSMD program can double the amount of essays you have to write for a particular school. So you'll need to carefully consider whether that time should be better spent on other aspects of the application process. The second most notable disadvantage of a BSMD program is the relative lack of options. Only a few dozen colleges in the United States offer BSMD programs, compared to over 7,000 total undergrad institutions and over 150 medical schools. If you were applying to both separately, you could just focus on your top choice for each. But when applying BSMD, you need to find one program that fits you well both for undergrad and med school. If you can't find such a program, you may have to set aside your preference for, say, a more research-heavy program, or med school geared towards your intended specialty. Finally, when choosing a BSMD program, it's important to realize that you only have had limited opportunity to try a career in medicine and see if you prefer the alternatives. By not waiting until you're already an undergrad, you may miss out on additional years of education and experience, which could help you better figure out what you actually like and don't like. We would highly recommend spending time exploring medicine through high school opportunities before you're ready to make that commitment. BSMD programs are a wonderful choice for students who discovers from an early age that their future lies in medicine. But, like most things worth working for, you must be willing to make some sacrifices in order to pursue a BSMD program. You'll have to put up with a competitive admissions process, fewer schools to choose from, and a more daunting overall commitment. But if you value efficiency, predictability, or just want that extra year of your life back, then a BSMD program may be the right choice for you. If you'd like to know more about these programs, including conversations with current BSMD students like me, then make sure to check out our blogs, live streams, and communities at collegevine.com. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to keep up to date with all our upcoming content. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.